say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we're talking to you.
Hello and welcome back.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes. He's already comfortable. He's already made himself at home.
Man, he's here.
And we love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Yo. Welcome back to the Unfiltered Exchange podcast. You're chilling with your boy, Frankie. And we got over here
Chloe.
And today, Chloe,
We have a special guest, Mr.
Cristiano. No, Christian.
Yeah.
Was that some clapping happening?
Are we clapping?
Yeah,
Ooh,
we're clapping. Do it again. Do it again.
Damn, I didn't get a clap. Bro, what?
You just got to clap.
Oh, I got a clap.
You gotta
Yeah.
clap. You gotta clap.
All right.
Yeah.
done.
But,
We have an old childhood friend of mine in the building. We have been waiting a long time to have him on, and we have him here.
yeah.
How long has it been?
Oh, since we started, man.
Since you guys came out the womb.
20 years this year?
Oh,
Damn.
Prep? Are we 25, 19 years?
2007.
Wow.
Was
18?
prep.
18 years?
Wow, that's a long
Shit.
time.
That is a long time.
You guys are OGs,
We
triple
are.
OGs.
I have wrinkles now. I have wrinkles now.
Oh,
It ain't that bad.
God.
Well, she's been stressing you out all these years.
Me? No. No.
Well, the real
no.
question is, are you okay?
Oh, mate. Nah, but it's good to have you on the
It's
podcast.
really good to have you on, Christian.
Before we start anything, we just want to say thank you for taking the time out to brace us with your presence. It's muchly appreciated. And statistically they say that once you've been friends with somebody for probably 7 years, apparently you're statistically bound to be friends forever. So
Yeah, we're
there you
probably
go.
there. I
So we're all
reckon.
friends for life.
We
Yeah.
are.
How long have I known
We
you?
are. Oh, you left me hanging, mate.
8 years. We're going to 8 years.
8 years.
8
in
years?
8 years in November with 8
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Ever since I've been with Chloe.
8 years?
Yeah,
Damn.
bro.
You're
You feeling
so
old?
old.
We're all
We're
statistically
old.
for life.
Yeah. At
Damn.
your 16th, I was talking to him.
Yeah.
At your
At your
my
16th.
16th, so
Yes.
November 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 8
We were
years,
speaking
bro.
for a
8
long
years.
time, and then at your birthday,
Damn.
we're kind of like,
Yeah. But
Yeah.
8 years, it goes quick, right? I know.
Quick, and now we're getting married. You're in love.
Yeah, you in love,
Yeah, you're in
kiddos.
love.
Yeah.
Love.
We're getting there now.
Yeah, you might be next, bro. Careful, yeah.
Let's say that later. Whoa. Hang on. Whoa. This is a tough topic for me.
Moving too fast.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Damn.
But we're going to start off now. We need to know some fun facts about you, sir. Anything. Tell us anything.
Fun facts about me.
Yeah.
It can be the most random thing.
Most random
You know,
shit.
because the people got to get to know who's sitting on the couch. By the way, speaking of the couch, you're blending your
I'm camouflaged.
you're camouflaged with the
I've
couch.
got like the wog fit. Like
He's tripped in Adidas.
and a Carlton
And the
hat.
Carlton hat.
Can't get any more
That's it.
stereotype.
Literally.
Western
he's
suburbs.
Made your wog over here.
Fun fact about me: when I was in grade prep, I was part of a band called Christian and the Mini Divas. I was the lead singer that sang High School Musical.
Yeah.
And my sister and her friends were the backup dancers and singers.
It was
Oh,
great.
wow.
It was iconic.
And I sang at Westfield Shopping
Wow.
Centre.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so a pretty nice fun fact there. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
We got a
that's it.
superstar in our midst,
He
bro.
was
yeah.
good. I remember you did the talent show as well at one point.
Yeah, I won the talent show.
Oh, shit.
wow.
There you
Actually won the
go.
talent show in grade prep, but I think that was just like I feel sorry for
Were
him,
you-
like a little dude.
No. Oh, my God.
Like,
No.
But was it like a bit like Dance Moms? You know when they the Dance Moms?
I put out a full. And do you remember?
Oh, shit.
Remember at St. Peter's when I was like, we did the choir at like
Oh,
our school
shit.
production.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what do we sing? Like that song.
Oh, happy days.
And I
From
had,
Sister Act?
oh yeah.
Oh,
And I
right.
wore a purple gown.
Oh, wow.
And
And
the
I had a-
gold thing.
And I had like a single. I had to come and do la 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 la.
Oh my God, Chris.
So that was a bit of
I forgot about that. Shit.
yeah. So I don't know if I'm exposing myself here or
Hey,
No,
this-
I think everyone went through some shit like that when they were young. There was
Yeah.
like
Man.
that phase.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Hey, we got receipts now, yeah.
oh, I mean,
If people want some dirt on you, there you go.
yeah, I know,
Nah, but
any fun facts? I'm alright. I'm a pretty interesting guy,
Yeah?
I reckon.
yeah.
Give us your ethnicity.
Ethnicity.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm Italian both sides.
Yeah.
Proper as boggy as you can get, probably.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Nice.
As boggy as you can get. Ethnicity, nonno.
Yeah.
Crazy Easters, crazy Christmases.
Getting fed well. Yeah.
You can tell, mate. The weight just doesn't drop.
I can tell you one thing for sure. Being with an Italian, half Maltese as well.
Yeah.
Mate, the food.
It just doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't.
It just doesn't stop.
It actually doesn't.
It's like you got to eat more. You got no choice.
It's just like we just have no hope.
Yeah.
Since birth.
But I think
we
food,
bleed salami.
Yeah, but I think with a lot of cultures, food is a very big part of
100%.
your culture. It's how you get the family together. It's how it's conversations around the table. So it's really, I feel like it's influential because it's an important part of any culture.
100%.
You know?
100%. Food brings the nonnas, the zias, the
Yeah.
zios, the cousins, everyone together.
They're in their element.
Everyone together.
And unfortunately,
Hey.
Same,
end up
mate.
with a panza. But as long as you were alive and we're
I
laughing
feel
and
you.
breathing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But Italian as we can get. Italian as we can.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
love.
That's
Yeah.
the only
You know.
way, mate.
I
That
love
is the only way.
one thing I've noticed, being around Italians, they speak their minds and they're very loud, but they let you know about it. Like if something's on their mind, they tell you how it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Yes.
Stuff on your mind.
Yeah.
What do you think is a better way to be? All right.
Yeah.
So I'm black and white. Like
Yeah.
completely like I'm cutthroat. It's one way or the other.
Yeah.
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 Some people are more grey.
Yeah.
Both can be detrimental in
Yeah.
itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like, if you're black and white, how grey should you be for someone that's grey and thinks about? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like straight to the point.
Like
Yeah.
it's for you, it's either this way or that way. Yeah.
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 Yeah. See, I was like growing up, it's always been like that.
Yeah.
But for me, like over the years, I've come to like, you know what? Like maybe I should have a bit of a more open mindset about certain things or take certain things into consideration. But I am still very black and white when it comes to certain values.
Yeah.
And certain things. It's just there's no go for me. It's this or that. There's no
Yeah.
other way.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a bit of grey is probably better.
Yeah, I feel like you got to
As
be
well.
grey with some people.
Yeah.
Some people, yes, but like you've obviously got your black and white. Like this is the way it is. If you don't like it, get fucked.
Yeah.
Pretty
Handy.
much.
But
100%.
do you ask that though? Because is that how things were like just growing up as a kid? Like there was no like.
I feel like in a WOG household.
Yeah.
Like, don't you reckon it's like, yeah, you're going to act this way? This is what's going to happen. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're gonna
It
get
was
a-
black,
like-
white, and then fucking purple.
What happens in WOG houses, right?
Yeah.
They emphasize the worst case scenario
Oh,
for
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So then, like, you apply that
Yeah.
to everything, and it's just like,
Yeah.
if you do this, this will happen.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really. You can probably relax a little bit, but
Yeah.
like, and then you just wired that way, and it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
it's
But
the WOG
You drink too much alcohol, you die.
yeah.
But then they have
Yeah.
fucking
You drink too much alcohol.
sambuca, this, that.
They have the chats, drugs, alcohol. Oh,
Yeah.
you'll die. Everything will kill you.
Everything will kill you.
It's fear factor though. It's good sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you're young as a kid, we get curious. You know, like being a kid, I was a little shit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure we all were in here, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if you're told not to do something, you want to do it anyway. So having that fear factor of, all right, well, if you do this, this is what's going to happen, and you do it anyways, they'll look at you like, I told you so.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, especially for kids, you need some sort of fear factor, because one thing I've noticed about life is that even as adults, people, you rather be feared than love, because love can get you screwed, but fear, people think twice before they screw you over because of that fear. So
Okay.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
that's,
Really
that's
deep.
actually
yeah,
that's
yeah,
good,
no.
That got deep
though.
really
Love.
quick.
Well, I mean, you can be blinded
Yeah,
with love,
yeah,
and you have everything on a pedestal. So it's kind of true.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
But you can't be too fearful.
hey, but that ain't all me though. You know where I got that from?
Where?
A Bronx Tale, and that's an Italian movie.
Italia! I got it! But yeah, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I knew that sounded too good to be true. I'm like,
Yeah,
this
come
man's
on.
not coming up with
You
this
guys
shit.
Was that authentic? Yeah.
hey, I gotta give him props. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
come on, yeah.
You're funny.
But yeah, okay. So you were a what do they call them? Like child prodigy, like prodigy.
What?
Ooh,
Prodigies, you know,
Prodigy.
like when you did you see back in the day those kids that were really talented, like they could play the piano, they could do this. They used to call them like child prodigies and stuff. Like,
Could you play an instrument?
I wasn't a young talent time.
No.
okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not that far. Yeah.
But like I used to like. Even now,
Yeah.
at like my cousin's wedding, I like ripped my shirt off and started singing Jackie and running around with wine bottles and stuff. So like, like
Love
nothing's
it.
changed, but
Love it.
yeah, no, not a prodigy. I used to do guitar lessons at school,
Okay,
Yeah, I thought you played an instrument. I just didn't know what.
and then when I was in high school, I played the xylophone.
so
The xylophone?
But
Hey.
no, yeah,
You're a percussion student.
When I started at St. Bernard's, that's the
my
instrument I got.
God.
was it? It was a part of like a curriculum. You had to pick an instrument or something.
You
Yeah.
like did like the
Yeah.
standard music.
Better
like,
than what I did. I played the violin.
I wish I got the trumpet.
Karina played the
To
trumpet.
be honest.
Your mum would have probably had no hearing. Like
Aggie,
at poor Aggie.
she would have lost it.
Shout! You want to give
Poor
Mama a
Aggie.
shout out?
Shout out Aggie.
Aggie, thanks for giving birth to me.
We love you, Aggie.
Big Aggie.
We love you.
Big Aggie, the school principal.
Speaking
Speaking of
Mama,
parents.
yeah.
Hey, this one here, his father is Tony Soprano.
Tony.
No shit.
Yeah, I know.
No
I know.
shit.
We need like the comparison photo.
Oh,
Hey,
you know what? I'll add it. Hey,
Add-
get Peter's permission.
Yeah.
I'll get his permission. He'll
Yeah.
love it because it pumps his tires.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Tony
yeah.
Soprano.
Done.
But mate,
Done.
Yeah.
that's hectic. Like,
Well, is there a backstory to that? Like, how did that realization come around? Is there?
he loves the Sopranos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like every Italian
Every wog does,
Yeah,
mate.
It's a good
loves
show.
the Sopranos.
Everyone.
One of the
So,
best.
It's like you're like halfway there if you're Italian.
Yeah.
So he always used to watch it and he loved it. And then so my dad used to have thick hair, like a proper mullet.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right?
God, what?
The proper mullet. When he got married, yeah, thick hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And then he's like, see this? Just don't get married. Just don't get
This is
married.
what happens. You lose your hair.
You lose your hair.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? And then when he like thinned out, so like he had like, how can I explain it? I'm overemphasizing it. I'm like touching my own hair.
Yeah. Description. You gotta
But
get
he
in
had
there,
like
yeah.
the mafioso hair.
Yeah.
Like, so it was thick on the sides,
Yeah.
with strands on the top, like Tony.
Ah.
But even the facial features, man, like
yes,
the chin,
his face.
Yeah.
everything.
you know, like the Italian double chin. With
Yeah.
his dad's clean
He's
shave.
got- yeah.
Yeah.
He had all that, and people just started calling him Tony Soprano. Like,
Yeah.
he's been in restaurants before, and people have gone up to him and taken photos.
Wow.
What's his name? James Gandolfi.
Gandolfini
actual-
or something like that.
Gandolfini.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I know. This
Rest in
was
peace
it.
to
Punch
the
it,
goat.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what he
Yeah.
needs to do? He needs to just your dad just for the lulz go in the pool, get some ducks.
Bro,
Bro, and then you have a heart attack, a panic attack when the ducks fly away.
oh my
He
God.
just needs just to take the piss.
Yeah.
Get in the pool, photo shoot with the ducks. I'm telling
With
you.
a cigar.
Yeah, everything.
Literally.
You're set.
I'm
oh my
telling
God.
you, people would believe it.
Yeah.
And then he'll come inside and like call like Meadow, who's Izza.
Yeah.
Come look at my ducks.
Oh my God, it's literally the same.
I'm Junior.
Yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
Anthony's
AJ.
AJ.
Yeah.
And I'll start like spiraling out of control eventually. And then my mum's a mob wife, she's losing it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we're halfway there.
Don't ever date a Latino because I know what's gonna end up happening to you.
Yeah.
Well, rumor has it, I'm dating a Latina. There's a fun fact. There's a fun fact. Latina.
He's dropping bombs.
AJ with his Latina. No. She doesn't have a kid. She doesn't have a kid. So I'm right.
Okay.
There's no child.
I swear, this is meant to be.
I like
This is
this.
meant to be.
And she's
I
not
love-
Puerto Rican. She's
Not that.
just like,
Oh my
what's
God.
the famous line in the movie? Who was it again? When who says it? You look like a Puerto Rican whore. Yeah, do you remember that?
Which
Oh, I can't remember.
sounds like something Paulie would say.
Paulie, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the one that's got the wing-
when
yeah.
the kid,
The wings.
when he's talking to the kid after, I think they popped his dad,
Yeah.
and then he was like dressing gothic and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember the kid?
It's
He's the
something
one that
Paulie
took a
would
shit in the
say.
shower.
Oh.
But guys, she's not Puerto Rican. She's got no kid.
Okay.
Okay.
we're good.
All right. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
to the
but-
to the script. It's not to the script.
Are we
Thank,
the
thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Are we actually the Sopranos?
I know. It's like we're living
That
in
was
the,
a good
in the,
call.
in the like,
That came
show.
out. You know how old that show is?
97?
98.
We weren't even born. Oh,
I wasn't
you
even
were born.
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
It came out, I think it aired in May. So,
So you were about to come out. We weren't
Pretty
even
much.
here.
so it's 27, 28 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, we were swimming.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're trying to do the race.
Yeah.
Literally.
Off
But
that
yeah.
though, what do you do for work?
Yeah.
On a more serious
Should
note.
I give a work story? I don't know.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
like a brief spiel.
You don't
Go for
you
it.
don't have to name names as well, like obviously, but
Well,
you tell us.
take it away.
The
yeah.
main thing is like I'm in finance, so I'm at Commonwealth Bank
Yeah.
in the lending space. Like I technically started at CBA in debt collections. To be honest,
Oh, okay.
that gives you thick skin.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like hectic stuff happens.
Yeah, yeah.
To the point, obviously, like no detail, but to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
point of,
Yeah.
to
The
the point
serious
of
shit.
like, serious shit. Like you're helping people, like, and like you look after their welfare too. But you learn a lot, and it's in like a call center, so your urgency is crazy. You
Yeah.
become
Yeah.
a machine.
Yeah.
And then I actually got my first full time role during like I think it was just after COVID, maybe.
Yeah.
In the same like a direct lending call center.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in retention, remember when all the rates went up every month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
that
that was bad because there was like no option for fix.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But that was a team that they like created to like people could call inbound and like you were trying to retain, so you were selling, but
Yeah.
trying to sell, you know,
Good rates or
like,
something
yeah,
like
trying
that.
to sell a good rate, whatever they were driven by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I learned so much in that urgency and everything again,
Yeah.
efficiency. And then I graduated while I was there and I left for Colgate.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Colgate Palmolive, so a bit of toothpaste.
Get
Yeah.
your pearly whites on.
Hey, that was the first role I got was like a territory manager for Western Victoria.
Fuck.
Wow.
So,
Adelaide, pretty much.
well, like you could drive close to the
Yeah,
border.
yeah,
You say
yeah.
Western Victoria?
Western Vic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Western
oh, my bad.
Victoria.
I'm thinking Western Australia for some reason. My bad.
Well, I mean, Western Australia would have been sick. but
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I was like in Western Victoria doing that. Like you got a company car, like you just
Yeah.
take around all your samples and that.
Taken care of.
I've got like year supplies because I used to give out product boxes every
Man,
month.
you had like a
Do you remember?
friggin'
Yeah.
doomsday stockpile.
I was like
Yeah.
doomsday prepping, like
Yeah.
Ajax body wash.
Yeah.
And like then I moved up there, but it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And then I've gone back to CBA now.
Yeah.
in lending. So whoever needs a home loan, hit me up.
Yeah. Hit up your boy.
That's it.
Hit up your boy if you need a home
KP.
loan.
Whoever needs it.
Yeah, especially now, you know, because obviously after we get married, we want to get our own place and stuff like that. And with the whole election coming up, because it's election year in Australia, right? So what they're doing, Labor's promising is that if they win the election, right, they're going to offer a lot of first home buyers 5% deposit.
Yeah.
So I think
And
you know
something
a
about
little bit
stamp
about
duty?
this.
No
Yeah.
stamp duty or something.
Stamp duty, yeah. If you're like a first home buyer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you should get like a stamp duty waiver. You should be eligible for that.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
There's all like there's obviously criteria and everything
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, you should be able to get a waiver on stamps.
Yeah.
And yeah, 5% deposit you should be able to do.
Yeah.
And then there's even like, I'm pretty sure first home owners grant stuff there still going when you get your
Yeah,
10
you still
grand,
do
Yeah.
the 10K.
et cetera,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, let's hope like rates and stuff maybe come down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, let's see what happens.
Hopefully.
Well, for our sake, our like generation, you know,
Yeah.
that want to
Yeah.
own a home, like hopefully it comes down. Because in 1998, I should have been fucking buying land, not chilling in my cot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like,
wrong, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wrong.
You should be
Like,
building investment properties.
100%. Like, you know what I mean?
Literally.
But so with doing that line of work, what do you like? I wouldn't say the biggest challenges, but like on a day-to-day basis, what do you see? Like that's majority of the times a challenge for a lot of people.
You see, like, the one thing I take away, this is more from when I started at the bank, because like right now, technically, like I'm on, let's say they call it the new money side,
Yeah.
where like people are obviously borrowing. So like you're
Yeah.
you're on like, it's probably I'd say the biggest side of the bank.
Yeah.
It's new money, it's borrowings, etc., fundings, all that stuff. But the biggest thing I took away from like working collections, especially. And even in retention, because people are refinancing, like, and some people obviously like your borrowing power is also based on like the servicing of the rate and stuff too. Like that's a big factor.
Yeah.
So if people like were borrowing, like doing an 89, well, you want to borrow under 80% ideally. Loan to value ratio. I'm doing a bit of jargon
there
now.
You go.
But,
well, we get it.
Yeah, like so, like your house will get valued, and then like say your house is worth, if the valuation of your house is 400 grand and you want to borrow 200, you're borrowing at 50%. So, but the biggest thing I learned that's challenging and eye opening is that like you come across people obviously in the debt side of things where you're collecting money. And a lot do it tough. A lot. Like it's more than I've ever thought. Yeah, and that's tough. And like it's obviously awesome working for a bank. The one thing I always remained, like especially in the debt side of things, is that at the end of the day, it's business and it's work.
Yeah, it is.
And no matter how challenging the phone call was, because they can get challenging,
100%.
I separated that because there's no feelings attached.
Yeah, you have to be emotionally checked out, because you would hear some personal shit as well, like some, people call in saying like, oh, this has happened to my family member. This is the reason why I can't pay debt or whatsoever, And as hard as it is, you got to be like, I'm sorry, but
you have to detach.
You have to detach.
And you still, so personally you do, like when you clock off, but on that call, you're still like that human. So like you can always, like you obviously sympathize and you help them out.
Oh, definitely.
You learn so much as an individual too. Create like the skills that you learn, amazing. CBA is awesome to work for though.
Yeah.
Like they are absolutely awesome. Like, for like well-being and stuff too.
Oh,
as,
good.
Like, amazing.
That's what you need.
They got to look after you guys, especially with the kind of
amazing.
Stuff you would see, you know what I mean? And your mental health and all that kind of stuff. Because you would hear some serious shit. It's like, imagine it's like similar to, maybe not the same level, but like being at first responder, like answering the phone.
You'd hear everything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because money is like, especially in like today's society, like it's the center of everything. Like
money, like
debt, money.
It's
a big
really
part.
stressful. It's like a contributor to like mental health and everything.
Literally. I was working at an accounting firm and I had to, part of my job was remissions. So I'd help people that have fines and, like debt, general interest charges, like we'd get that remitted. So I was speaking to the client and then I'd have to go to the ATO. So obviously you need to get reasoning. Why couldn't you pay this debt? Why is so much general interest accrued? So I have to go into detail into what's happening in these people's personal lives, which is the same. Like you in that moment, you're hearing some deep shit that people are going through. And then you get off the phone. I don't know if you've probably did this, and you just sit there for like a second and be like, what the hell did I just hear?
Yeah.
Like I would always feel like that, and then I'd feel like compelled to try and help her, but I'm like, no, like that's not part of my job. Like they've just told me that I have to leave it at that and like that's it.
Yeah.
Like you hear some shit.
But you see, I feel like that's the kind of stuff that comes with a job that you don't even know, like you don't really think about when you go into the job.
No.
Like, and even with like accounting and stuff like that, or like, for example, my profession, I know it comes with that because that's what I've chosen, right? Whereas with some people, they just think they're coming in, making phone calls, and then that's it.
Yeah. But no, it's good though for life experience.
Yeah.
Good experiences as raw as they can be.
Yeah.
100% though.
Yeah.
It's you learn a lot. But that's where I am with work. So
very good.
If you're a home seeker or you want to refinance for a better rate,
say less. How can they find you? Like, is there like a like any promotional thing, anything you want us to put out there, or Instagram or anything like that?
I mean,
up to you, no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
I mean, my Insta, you can hit me up on LinkedIn.
He's taken.
LinkedIn.
He's taken, by the way.
He's professional.
Hit me up for professional services.
Professional
if you want to buy
services.
a home or refinance.
Yes, I didn't even think of LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I've just hopped on that like not long ago. It's like Facebook. Really, like
LinkedIn
literally.
is the go.
Yeah.
You connect with everyone, But anyway.
Very good this one.
And I'm sure, I'll whip out some business cards eventually.
Yeah, say less,
there you
bro.
go.
Yeah, 100%.
But so that's me with work right now.
Very good. And you're loving it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Like, so fast paced.
Yeah.
That's good.
But, like, you meet so many people. Like, it's just great. It's great,
That's good.
I love it.
That's what
we
you
wanna hear.
want at the end of the day, right? Like I mean, you got to like what you do at some extent, especially if you're going to be there for quite a fair bit. You know?
Yeah.
But no, that's really good.
Very good. So coming off that, our next segment,
Ooh.
should we do a little clap or something?
Can we do a? Do you
Do you want to press the button, Christian?
That's the air horn.
The air horn's the purple one. If you want,
Yeah. Kick him up here.
Damn, yeah.
There we go. Thank you,
DJ Christian.
DJ Christian in the building.
Do you want a home loan?
Oh, there you go.
The bigger the house, the better. Next segment. Sorry.
Next segment. Thank you for the introduction, Christian.
So we usually do this segment. It's called. You've probably heard it before, but we've done it before. It's called "Am I the Arsehole?"
It's pretty. I have watched some funny, but
yeah. So we've done it, just me and Frankie, and then we've got our last episode. It will be. We did it with our very first guest.
Yeah.
So you're going to be the second guest to ever do "Am I the Arsehole?" with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and honest opinion. Don't hold back.
Don't hold back.
We want to get your perspective because
it's not too deep, but
pause.
So
all right. Sorry. Pause, everyone.
What do you call it? So it's like, are you gonna like read something?
Yeah. So we've got a dilemma,
a scenario,
and you've got to tell us if the person that's written this, are they the asshole?
Yeah, or are they tripping,
or what they're saying valid? And like, okay, they're not an asshole.
By giving your reason as well to why.
Yeah.
Ooh. And
it's not too like controversial.
Okay, but
we're not going to put you in a hole like that.
Yeah.
All three of us in a hole.
Damn, why not?
Next time.
That was to go into the trenches.
Climb out of. I'm ready.
Trenches,
Nah, it's not going to be too much of a deep hole.
Yeah.
This is just like I think this is all right. Like
all right,
we could have fucked you up, but we're not.
All right, but let's read
all
it.
of us up.
Let's see what we got.
We're not like that. Okay, are you ready? So over the past year, I decided I wanted to change my life. I started to focus on my health, going to the gym regularly, eating better, cutting out alcohol, and completely stopping recreational drugs. I also reconnected with my faith and started working on being a more positive and disciplined person overall.
Nice.
Because of these changes, I naturally started drifting from my old friendship group. They still love partying hard, getting drunk every weekend, experimenting with drugs, and just living in chaos, which no longer aligns with the person I'm trying to become. When I told them I wouldn't be coming to certain events anymore, like clubbing or wild weekends away, they got really nasty. They called me boring, judgmental, and even accused me of thinking I'm better than everyone else. Someone hinted that I even abandoned them just because I'm trying to act perfect.
Gee, a bit jealous much, but anyway.
Yeah. Truthfully, I never judged them. I just wanted to level up my life and need a different energy around me. Now they barely invite me anywhere, and some are straight up cold towards me. Am I the asshole for outgrowing these friends and choosing myself and my future instead of staying stuck just to make other people feel comfortable?
What do we think, my guy?
Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
This is my black and white reason.
Black and white.
Oh, yeah,
Michael Jackson is in the building.
Let's hear it.
No, I might be a bit grey as well. Let's analyse this.
Let's see how we go.
So
you do what you need to do.
Looks like a friendship group with plenty of rages in it, plenty of gear,
Crowd mind shit on the night out,
which is fine. Each their own.
That's it. Go
which
hard.
is all right. Go hard. Go home. You're young. You know, be safe.
Yeah.
Be responsible.
Drink responsibly. Gamble responsibly.
That's it.
And also have responsible other activities as well on the weekend and during the week.
Stay strapped. Stay strapped, my guy.
Get tested.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be good. Anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, no. So obviously a party group, which is like 90% of people when they're young.
Yeah.
It's interesting because obviously I feel like when you're in that clique, it's really easy to become an outsider quickly. And feel like you don't fit in.
Yeah.
If it's like a lot of partying, I don't know, festivals, clubbing, whatever you want to call it. I'm just assuming that's what it's about. So, but the thing is, that's to be black and white, they're not the asshole.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't
whatsoever.
I think we're all on the same page, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. No, they're not the arsehole at all because, like, look, at the end of the day, I think everything in moderation is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation is okay, and there's like a certain level that you should pretty much you should know your limits. But once it starts tipping over the limit, and starts getting messy,
problematic for sure.
It's problematic.
Yeah.
Like you just can't you can't be like that. You can't live a fruitful life. You just can't.
Yeah.
So no, I rate that if you got to pull yourself away from that, if it's not good for you,
put yourself
then
first.
100%. And unfortunately, you may lose people on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? This is what I think.
Yeah.
Of like this scenario.
Yeah.
The two words I'm going to say: trauma bonds between people.
Bonds.
Trauma bonds.
Having some, both experiencing some sort of trauma and just
hitting it off a friendship or relationship based on your trauma bonds.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
What do you think?
Wait, trauma bonds?
Yeah, so you're bonding over trauma. You both have trauma. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like really common. Like
it is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
But what do you think on that? Like, you know what I'm like? I feel like, you know.
Like, can you bond over anything else? Like, other than that?
That's the thing. That's the question, though, right? Because I feel like a friendship group, it should be more than trauma. Yeah, you be able to speak to your friends and confide in them and open up. But there's so much more to friendships than just bonding over trauma. What happens when the trauma's taken out of the picture? Then what? What do you
talk about?
Like, for example, you take both individuals' trauma, right? Which they have. That's a very important part of the friendship.
Yeah.
Right? You take that out of the picture. What else do they have in common or that they can relate to?
It's just interesting. That's what I ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
And especially in those group settings with partying and drugs and all this kind of other stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trauma as well. There would have been probably some things you've gone through and experienced with those people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and that's the thing. And then it's like, as well, though, like the trauma bond, like sometimes people in that, like, for example, if like obviously you've opened up about whatever, which is really a nice thing. It's a beautiful thing if you can open up to someone and trust them. The thing is, do you think like no matter what, like because they've bonded about that same thing, like is that a strong enough thing to like be like, well, this person helped me out of this, or like about like is it healthy? Is what I'm trying to say. Do you think?
I feel like
can it be healthy if someone helped you when you were really low?
Yeah,
you know what
to
I'm
an
saying?
extent. To an extent.
Yeah. I mean, like, you could open up to a stranger and they could do that for you.
Yeah.
Realistically.
But it doesn't mean you have a solid friendship, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like my point is that there's so much more that goes into friendships, like so much more element. There's trust.
But even relationships.
Same thing.
If anything.
Yeah.
Like, guy and a girl come together. Oh, we both got cheated on. We both got fucked over. Oh, now let's be together. Like, you can't just build something off one common thing. There has to be more than one to build something like with a strong foundation, I feel.
Yeah. But
I've never heard that before, trauma bonding.
Oh, I've heard it before. Yeah.
I just live under a rock, I think.
I've never heard of it. That's why it's an interesting topic.
That's an interesting topic.
I think about it. Like I'm an overanalyzer and an overthinker.
Yeah.
Like bad.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Badly, bad.
It's good.
Yeah.
It can be overthinking can be bad though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I just want to jump out of my brain.
Yeah.
Bro, like it's
Slap some sense into
exhausting, man.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, but like,
so do you say that because you think all these mates are trauma bonding? And they've kind of like they've all got something in common, but this guy doesn't, and he's just,
not necessarily that. No, I don't think it's necessary in that scenario. No, I see a lot though. I mean, it's hard. It could be the case because like we're just reading like kind of
it's very brief.
But I just find it interesting, like that kind of scene.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of much of a muchness of the same.
Yeah.
So I'm like, interesting. Like, is that why it's like that? Is that where the bond is? Like,
just that.
But if you take the trauma bond aspect out of the way as well, it's leveling up. Like when you're starting to level up and make positive decisions that's beneficial for you, for your life, for people around you.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to do something different. You don't want to be stuck in that same place you were 2-3 years ago. You want to be healthier. You want to look better. You want to be, you want to make more money, things that are going to benefit you. People sometimes, unfortunately, you're going to leave them behind and they're going to be salty about it because,
100%.
You know, that mindset of, oh, you think you're better than us because you're going to, for example, you got a job and we don't have a job, or you're more consistent with the gym and we don't go to the gym, or you're not taking drugs anymore. But we are, like, you think you're better than us now. You used to be one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a very slippery slope because once you leave a group setting like that, it's so easy for people to turn on you.
100%. For sure.
Yep.
And that's when you realize
100%.
who your real mates were.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like in that scenario too,
Yeah.
it shouldn't matter if someone's like not doing that and not being part of the party, not wanting to go to festivals or clubs. Or like it's still you.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I don't want to participate. Like if we can,
That's it.
if we can chill out and not do that, like I'll be there. If I don't, if I don't want to do it and I don't want to be there, then who cares?
Yeah.
But the thing here as well, people outgrow a lot of things majority of the time.
We've changed so much.
So much because there's phases in life, right?
Yeah.
There's so many different stages.
Oh yeah.
From the day you're born till the day you die, there's so many different stages.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, why can't people just understand and try and get that? You know what I mean?
It's tough. I feel like that happens a lot, like, just before you hit your 20s. Like, you've left high school. Not your 20s, maybe the end of your teens.
Teenage years, yeah.
Just before you turn, like, 21.
Like
before you're,
17,
like, officially
18.
an adult. It's like that weird gap where everyone's trying everything and doing everything. They want to travel. They want to do all this shit. Like, I was put in that position. Like, I was, like, with past friends. Oh, come to this music festival. Let's go overseas. Let's do this. And I'm like, bro, I don't have the money for that, number one. I'm trying to save. Number two, I have no interest. Why would I go and pay for something that I have no interest in? And it was an issue.
But
it was a massive problem.
That's where you come across as the party pooper.
That's exactly right.
You're
I
the
felt a
party
certain
pooper.
type of way.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, these cunts don't want. Oh, I don't want to use the C word. These people don't want to associate anymore.
Damn.
Sorry, I don't want to use the C word.
No, it's called.
You heard it here first.
It's passion.
Shit.
It's
I didn't mean
passion.
to use the
A
C
passion
word.
for fashion.
That's it.
But yeah, no, I get ya for sure. It's it's interesting. It is interesting. Like, I don't know.
Tough situations.
It's a tough sitch.
He's not the asshole though. Like, all in all, do you think he's the asshole? Yes or no?
No.
No one near.
I think if anything, he's doing himself a big favor.
100%.
By leaving that setting, because one thing I've noticed so far in my 26 years of living, right, is that when things go, there's a reason for it. There'll always be something better. You know what I mean?
100%.
If you're putting yourself first and you're making a decision that's going to be beneficial for you, you're going to attract those people around you as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. It's one thing I think about when you talk about this is like when stuff goes south.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, late teens before you're 21.
Literally, it's that time
Late teens
period.
before you're 21.
Yeah.
The best thing I reckon, I'm talking like guys here. I don't know how
Oh,
it is for
yeah,
girls.
no,
no,
you
no.
go.
Yeah.
You
Like
go.
I'm talking like for a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for everyone, but I reckon a good thing that can happen to a guy is to get heartbroken.
Yeah.
I reckon. I reckon and be on your own, man. Be on
Try
your
it.
As in,
own.
like,
Is
it
there more
humbles them, kind of, or
Or self-discovery kind of thing.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be heartbroken, you know, as a dude, like
Yeah.
just get out there, man.
I
Get your
just-
shit together.
I just think pain, that's pain, right?
Pain.
There's
Good.
there's good pain and there's bad pain. When I say that, obviously bad pain, like you had an accident, you've broken something, like obviously that's not great, right?
No.
There's recovery. But then there's good pain in the sense of you have to suffer, right? For example, like you come from the bottom, you have nothing to eat, like you're grinding, no one's there supporting you, you've suffered and you've built yourself up,
Yeah.
you know? And from that builds more resiliency and more of a unbreakable spirit. That's good pain.
100%.
It's like, for example, I like to use the gym a lot, right? As an analogy. When you go to the gym, you haven't been to the gym before and you're lifting weights, you know, your muscles has to go through pain, because from that pain, that's where you get the results, because your muscles are breaking all these fibers, your muscle tissues are tearing and all these kind of things. But eventually over time, that pain becomes easier to handle. And then you find yourself becoming more stronger. And then before you know it, you're wearing a tank top and you're walking down St Kilda Beach and all the ladies are catcalling you.
Bag,
Yeah.
your slides,
And your
cars,
watermelon.
yeah, no.
You know what I mean? But it's in the beginning, it's hard. But guess what? It becomes good pain eventually. So people sometimes need to go through that heartbreak. It can be heartbreak, it can be something else, it can be adversity, but it's through those adversities you really get to find out who you are 100%. As a person.
Yeah. It all ties in, I reckon.
Yeah, because if everything's good all the time, how you gonna know to appreciate things in the first place?
Yeah, and it's just not. I feel like if everything's good all the time, it's just not natural.
Yeah. Something's not.
It's just not right.
Yeah, nah. I always say that. I think I said it in our 2 episodes ago. Things are always so good. There's going to be an explosion.
Yeah.
At some point, if things are just so perfect. Because then when one thing goes wrong, it's a fucking disaster.
But that's what happens in friendships and relationships.
That's what I mean.
That's what I was just about to. It's literally. Like people, we don't fight. Okay, guys.
Whatever.
No worries.
Sure.
No worries, baby girl. You don't fight? No worries. No worries.
When people say that, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Nah, definitely. Right. When I hear that, fight. Yeah. When I hear that, I hear honeymoon phase. Literally.
Honeymoon phase 100%.
Yeah, because because in the honeymoon phase, it can last maybe a year or 6 months, but you don't fight majority of the time. Like, you barely fight at all. And then the one time you have a fight, you're like, oh, like, do we not love each other? It's like, no, this is completely normal.
The layers start coming off.
Like
Shrek. You start getting to know.
The onions.
Yeah.
Onions
the onions start peeling and you start crying because you're arguing. Literally. But no, like you start, that makes or breaks, I reckon, at that point. That makes or breaks a relationship.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to hash shit out, and it's like you either do it and you get through it, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I mean, I just feel like our generation kind of gives up a bit easy sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm very traditional, so
or goes to that toxic behavior. They skip every step, and it's just
straight away.
It's venom straight away.
Yeah, but I also think our generation nowadays as well is that they don't like. It's like they give up too easily. Is that what you said? They give up too easily?
They're giving up, man. Like try and work through it, bro.
Yeah.
Try your hardest. And then obviously once it gets to a point where it's no good, then you obviously end it. But give it a real shot, man.
Yeah. Like, our parents did it back in the day.
Exactly. And they came, and their parents came here with nothing.
Yeah.
Like, so it was even harder.
Exactly.
Like, it's just like people just give up. But as well, we're in a different world. A lot of things are one swipe away.
Yeah. More convenient. Things are more convenient. You can go in your fridge. You don't have to worry about food. You can go to the supermarket. You can
get Uber Eats.
Sit
on the couch.
Cooking.
Literally. So, but then again, that's a good point though, right? Has conveniency led to people becoming a little bit more like lazy and a little bit more, you know, a little bit more like soft in the sense when challenges comes around?
You know. Of course it has. I've got a message for the people.
Go for it.
Convenience results in complacency.
I like
Bang!
That. Done.
Let's go. But it does, man. Yeah. It does, but to a point.
Yeah.
Like someone like me.
Yeah.
I can be the other extreme.
Yeah.
Like I can be like, I want to be like that 50-year-old guy that has like 83 Porsches and 63 investment properties. So I'm putting myself under pressure all the time.
Yeah.
I forget the present.
Yeah.
Obviously it's good. It's where my ambition is, but ambition can also overshadow.
Yeah.
So you got to find a balance, but
But that's why it goes back to what you said a little bit earlier about moderation. Everything needs to be in moderation because too much of anything, it's bad for you,
bad.
right?
Yeah.
Too much of anything,
literally.
like other extremes, polar opposites.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. But that person is not the asshole, as we concluded.
Yeah.
And now we're moving on.
We like that. We like that. We like that, yo. We like that.
Yeah. No, that's really good. Thank you
the answer
for
I
your
would have gone with as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Yeah. Great minds think alike. That's what they say.
It's a 7-year plus friendship.
Literally. So next we wanted to speak, like we touched on it at the start, but growing up as a WOG, pretty much in the household, values and stuff that were like instilled as a child that you want to uphold, you know, as you get older or want to pass on one day.
Yeah, like
if you've got like little cousins and stuff.
Or like traditions that you want to continue, you know, for your future generations.
Yeah, like do you guys make sausages and sauce?
Sausage, sauce.
You make the sauce and the passata. You make the passata and the sausage.
All that. Like in our family, what do we do? So for like Easter and Christmas, there's been a tradition of Good Friday.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah.
And then Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Obviously, your lunch and dinner, depending on which side of the family,
Which side,
etc.
Yeah.
And then for Christmas,
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, we do dinner.
Oh, you do Christmas Eve as well.
Christmas Eve, and
wow.
then we do it again
Yeah.
Christmas Day, which is why. Ooh.
I relate, man.
So like there are traditions regarding that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's interesting. Like, I think it changes naturally as the families get bigger.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I've got like my cousins Damien and Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah, like shout out to Damien and Lauren.
Shout out to them.
Shout out.
And with little baby on the way.
Yes.
So
I do that one. Yes.
so they got little bebe coming.
Yeah.
And like obviously I think like just things naturally change, like the families get bigger and
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
like, so it is hard. Like you want to uphold tradition and stuff, but like it's like you guys are gonna get married.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get married, so then like eventually like you'll probably have like your own little family. Well,
Yeah.
like your own little family,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it becomes like with you, and then it gets harder because there's like the Zias and Zios, but then they got their kids, and
Yeah.
like so you uphold tradition and stuff, but obviously the families get big. Like even
Yeah.
my parents, cousins, and that now there'll be like literally 1 million people.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Yeah.
It just gets a
So
lot.
like, but you try and keep the tradition, like especially when like we're little kids,
Yeah.
nonnas and nonnos after school,
Yeah.
we always doing that. You try and catch up,
Yeah.
be close with the cousins. WOG households can be stressful.
Yeah.
There's always that
It's really
expectation.
stressful. Yeah.
Especially you're not the oldest.
Isa.
Izza's the oldest.
Shout out to Isa.
There you
Shout out
go.
to the
Shout out
sis.
to Izza,
Shout out to the sis.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% the oldest
the
cousin.
Yeah.
oldest.
Yeah.
See, I'm the oldest on mum's side, oldest cousin, and then on dad's side, I'm like, I don't know, like fifth
Yeah.
oldest.
I'm not the
So-
oldest in my family, but I'm the only boy, so I was like, yeah.
There's
There's
plenty of
pressure.
on
Three
you.
sisters, yeah.
Yeah.
But in
Poor
the
Izza. I
but-
feel I'm in her spot.
Isa, it's okay. You
It's
can talk to
okay.
us.
That's it.
you got Chloe. Trauma bond.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Shots fired.
Trauma on about expectations.
Shots fired. Hey, you started it, bro. Look what you started.
But
fuck.
yeah.
But with traditions, though, I strongly believe that it's important because not only is tradition obviously a part of the family, but it also it keeps memories of loved
Yeah.
ones
Yeah.
that's that were before us.
Yeah.
But it also teaches your kids to know, hey, this is why we do what we do.
Yeah.
So then they understand, and then that contributes to them passing that on as well. But also the beauty of that as well, having your own family and, carrying on that tradition, you can also twig it a little bit and implement
Yeah.
your own little bit of spice, a little bit of Salt Bay.
Yeah.
And, for example, once every 3 months or 6 months, you go camping. It can be like obviously if you're fortunate enough to financially to do those kind of things, but it's, we will be fortunate enough to implement those little activities as well, but also upholding tradition from previously before, like the way we were raised as well.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing.
100%.
If you think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tradition is great. Like, even, like, as an example, this is the warriest thing ever, but, like,
Yeah.
everyone heads down to the beach house in
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
on
I've
the
experienced
peninsula.
that. It's pretty
Yeah.
good, man.
It is.
It's
like,
pretty good.
We were, like, went down, like, and, like, my Zio now, like, he's, like, bought jet skis. He's like, here you go, take them out. Like, go with the
Yeah.
kids. Like,
Yeah.
it's good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have, like, big dinners. And then, like, you sit
Yeah.
at the back, have a cigar and have a drink, you
Yeah.
know, and it's summer, it's
Yeah.
over Boxing Day. So, stuff like that. So, it is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's I reckon, like if you start your own little family, it's good to like also like, do your thing because sometimes it can be really intense
Yeah.
in a WOG household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, whew, like
Expectations.
expectations.
Yeah.
You got to be here. You got to do this. You got to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, can we just like chill, like
Yeah.
a little bit? I'm only learning that now,
Yeah.
and to be honest, I'm learning like a lot off my missus because like we're opposite in that. She's like, I'm always like my expectations. I gotta be here.
Yeah. At
Like,
this time,
yeah.
can't be late. Yeah.
Or like in general, like I
Yeah.
was saying,
Yeah.
like ambition. It's like you're succeeding. Like just
Yeah.
calm
Yeah.
down. Like you're here now.
Yeah.
Like
Be in the present.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Yeah.
this moment. Yeah.
yeah, and then think obviously about the future stuff. Whether
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like obviously on the topic of relationship, like your values, what you want for your kids, what you want for your home, what you want for your life, you got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
So,
but I also just think that's being an adult. Like, because these are conversations you're going to have either now or later on down the track, you know? So, trying to find that thin line and that balance, because that's what it's all about. That balance is so important, you know? Were there like any, like for example, you mentioned the going up to Rye, right? Were there like any memories or like fond memory you can think of, like getaways and things like that? Like any childhood stories you're like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have done that as a kid? Like anything?
There's heaps, definitely heaps of stories.
Oh, here we go. Shit, buckle up.
Heaps of, so my sister nearly died when we were at. I know. What?
Wait, what?
But she's like, okay, so
what the? I shouldn't laugh. What the fuck?
I mean, you can laugh.
Oh my god.
Good on you.
Hey, a bit of warning, yeah.
Frankie, you're out of the cameraman. Oh my god, Christian.
That's crazy.
Did you almost kill her?
No, man, I'm gonna kill her. I'm a lover.
Okay.
I'm a lover. Anyway, so we're going for a walk one night. You know all these people. Damien, his little brother, Nicholas, Nicky.
Yeah.
Me and Izza. Sienna and Luca, my other two cousins, they would have been, I think they would have been babies. I don't even know if they were there.
Yeah, they're a lot younger, aren't they?
Luca's 16 now.
Yeah.
And Sienna's 19 this year.
Oh my God.
So not so little anymore.
Yeah.
Like Luca's got his license. But anyway, back to the death.
Oh my god.
Ordeal. Izza's like, so have you noticed? Oh shit! Oh dear,
fucking hell, what's going on?
Jesus Christus coming. Jesus Christus coming.
Oh my god!
But what do you call it? So have you noticed on the peninsula? If you've been I'm sure you've both been for a stroll.
Yeah.
People have really big dogs everywhere.
Yeah. Take them for a walk. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going for a walk and we're like, you know where Rosebud Plaza is? And
yeah.
We're like Kmart.
And then like I'm not sure if you know about Eastbourne Road. So we're walking down a main road.
Yeah.
And you know where Rosebud Secondary College is?
Yeah.
That road.
Yeah.
Like down
that's Eastbourne. Yeah.
That's Eastbourne Road.
Yeah.
So we're walking there. And like it's Eastbourne Road, like it's a main road, like with
it's always busy.
There's always cars going by, yeah.
So we're going for a walk and whatever, and there's and we approach this house, and the fence is only like up to like those low fences,
pointless.
The fence is there, they don't do anything.
And this big dog starts charging to, and like the gate was closed.
Oh my god!
It starts charging towards a fence, and Izza's obviously seen it. And she's run onto Eastbourne Road, not looking at any cars around. This guy was going 60 k's an hour. He stopped right at her feet. She thinks she would have got killed. She would have got run over.
God.
He was going speaking even though
Oh my god!
So she ran on with like just tunnel vision. Ran onto Eastbourne Road. He was obviously doing the speed limit. It's what 60.
Yeah, it's 60.
So God bless him and God bless America.
Far out. If you was doing more than 60.
That's what I mean.
As your grandmother would say, she would be kaput.
Yeah, she'd be gone. And this guy stopped perfect right in front of her. And there's two lanes, so she ran straight onto a main road.
That's a movie.
The dog.
Oh my god!
And Damon and Nikki were laughing. I was losing it, saying, "You could have fucking died."
Did the dog actually go over the fence?
No, but it ran really like viciously towards it.
Fuck.
So Izza just ran onto a main road.
She did the same thing as well. She didn't run onto a main road, but she just got out and
I jumped out of an Uber because his cousin threw up on him. And the car was driving, I opened the door and I just got out. The Uber driver,
like
oh my god, get in the car! And he said, he's like, get the fuck in the car, what's wrong with you?
I was flipping because I'm like, we were
stopping. Threw up all over him.
So we were at a red light, so I'm like,
approaching a red light.
So there was
and I just opened the door and I got out.
Because you don't like vomit?
Yeah.
There you go.
I was in heels. I don't know how I pulled it off.
It comes back to trauma bond.
Fuck.
There you go. They got a similar story.
Fucking hell is
Yeah, you want to do another story about his life?
Oh god.
In the middle of the road while my mum was driving, a bee flew in the car and she started running in the middle of the road on the way home from St. Peter's after school.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Mate, there's things that Izzy's done.
But I don't think it's fair. Isa needs to be here to defend herself, yeah? Like, come on, bro.
She's helpless.
Oh, it's alright.
It's alright, we got you,
okay.
Isa. We got
have
you.
your back,
We
Isa.
understand, we understand.
But yeah, that was
fuck.
that was one Rosebud story. And
That's
now,
crazy.
Yeah, like now we're like all older and like doing our own. It's pretty funny now that we're older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like because it's like they were your little cousins and now it's like
It's like,
but yeah, Rosebud was good fun.
Yeah, shit always went down up there.
Yeah, I mean we
cousins,
had these
the
my
friends.
sister's boyfriend. Ante, like we had got these mad fireworks for New Year's Eve. Like this year just gone.
Yeah.
Hectic, like so it's fun down there. Like it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cops down there now, I find. Like, there was cops when we were kids, but now it's like...
But isn't the whole schoolies thing, though? Is that probably why?
Schoolies, there's
That's
shit.
always been...
Like, I went there for schoolies. It was nothing fun.
Yeah,
like,
but there were a lot of cops around during schoolies as well. Like,
Heaps. They shut down everything.
Every party we got to, that's it. Thank you. Bye. Go home.
New Year's Eve
yeah.
with the police down there was hectic.
Really?
They were flying up and down, pointing a pin.
Oh,
Heard
fuck.
sirens the whole night. I have another hectic story.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
let's hear it.
Go for it.
When we were little.
Yeah, yeah.
Rosebud. And we're with Nathan and Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh, bless,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to Nathan and Dylan.
You haven't met
if you
them.
watch. From school.
It's all right.
Yeah. prep
from
together?
school, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the gang, mate.
The gang.
Yeah, the gang.
Shit.
Literally the St.
clip.
Peter's gang.
Yeah.
So there was, and they'll remember this story. So we like caught up one night and we went to, I think, their beach house. I can't remember. And like their cousins were there. And we went for a walk
Yeah.
to the beach. And it was a really hot night, like proper hot. It was hot, really hot. All in singlets, walking in thongs. We get to the beach. It's a dog story again.
Yeah. What's with you guys and dogs?
Down there, bro, I'm telling you. Trauma.
Yeah.
bonding.
More trauma bonding.
bonding.
That's it.
And
That's what we should title this episode.
Trauma-
Trauma bonding with Christian.
trauma bonding with KP.
Literally.
KP.
Plus home loans.
Say less.
So we get to the beach, and you know, like there's like the really like random entrances to the beach. Like
Yeah,
little-
it's like you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go through a little...
yeah.
Little
and there's like
hole.
obviously the sand there and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like a little hill, and I think Nathan was running down it and like dragging his feet, so like the sand was being kicked,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and the dog like ran up to us. Like this dog came like from behind the bush out of nowhere, and like this guy, like Nathan was completely innocent.
yeah.
And this guy was like, "You fucking kicking sand in my fucking dog's eye." And we're all like all little man, like little kids. Right? And then obviously the dad started going off.
Oh.
There's a group of us, yeah?
fuck.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to come back with a fucking carload. And we were on foot,
Wait,
bro.
what? To
We're
kids?
yeah, man.
Bro, what
we
is
were,
he
we
on?
were on foot,
There's
bro.
some really cooked people that live up there.
cooked down there, man.
It's cooked.
But what is he on? You're speaking to kids.
Yeah.
Probably
They
doesn't
don't
have
give a
kids-
shit.
He probably doesn't have kids of his
The
own.
mums, obviously the dads there.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kids,
yeah.
the daughters, sons, daughters. Right? I'm going to come back with a car. And we're on foot. So like we're literally
Go to water.
You're vulnerable.
we're cool.
You're vulnerable.
We have to walk back home.
Oh,
Man.
shit. No
This guy-
phones back then?
Not really.
No?
No, 07 or whenever it was.
The
07.
Motorola's and Nokia. You guys
Yeah.
probably didn't have a Nokia
Or a
brick.
brick BlackBerry. You know?
Yeah.
You know, something like that. But it was like, so I'm like, oh shit, well, the parents were like, we got little kids with us.
Yeah.
Anyone's capable of anything.
Yeah.
But this guy started driving up and down, and we're trying to go home. We're walking home, and he was like, at the window. He's like, I'm gonna come back with a car. I'm gonna come back.
What the hell?
We walked through back streets, everything. With nothing happened.
But
Right?
still,
And
though,
then
can
we're
you,
like, yeah.
can you imagine that being
And
like
the
little
streets
kids
are dark at night in Rye. There's
Yeah.
no
Back
lights.
streets there,
It's
bro.
pitch
Those
black.
streets are cool.
And there's
Kids is a-
foxes and kangaroos
Yeah,
and shit.
mate.
But you're next to a beach as well. It's pitch black when
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
dark
light, so it's dark.
at
Yeah.
night.
So yeah.
Oh my god, you poor things.
The ninch, mate. The ninch they've got.
Hey, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Do you know the stick man? Have you ever seen the stick man busking?
In
He's
Rye.
like,
Oh, is that
off
the
his
guy
chops.
that dresses
He
like
puts
in
on the
women's
dress?
clothes? Yeah, that guy needs some help.
One year we were there. This is the first time we ever saw him. He stripped his undies at the front of Volcano Gelati.
Yeah, he's always
To his
there in
undies.
front of the ice cream
And
shop.
my mum goes, turn around, Chloe, turn around. And I'm like, the fuck? He's in his little like Speedo
my
Mutundi.
God.
And I'm like, what the hell? Then he's put this pink dress on with like yellow flowers,
Yeah,
little
he's a
mini
cooker.
dress.
Yeah.
And he starts singing. And I remember he was singing, Ain't Up Show. He was singing, Ain't Up Show. And I'm like, what the fuck?
My
then
guy.
The next night, we went for a walk. He's there again, and he had a cross. He was pretending to be Jesus on the cross.
Oh, my God. This is his own crucifixion.
I know, and my mum was here. She goes, this man's going to go to hell.
Was this during, like, Easter or something?
We were literally, this was Christmas holiday, so just picture
makes sense.
The line from Cold Rock and Volcano Gelato were almost joining up. Like, it was packed. People everywhere. And then the third night, Mark, he was out there with the harmonica. And he's got this little puppet made of sticks. And he's going, ain't a show again with the harmonica.
Yo.
He's cooked. You know, I know where he lives. We've seen him at the front.
Because his house is made of sticks.
His house is all sticks.
Literally.
So I'm glad you know who I'm talking about. We call him Stick Man.
I mean, each of their own. Respect.
Yeah.
I know. You make your money with the sticks.
Hey, yeah, true. You know what I tell Chloe? When that guy goes, they need to make a statue of him because he's a symbol of that place. Oh, some people probably just go there to see him.
He's always there, man.
Icon. Yeah, he's an icon, literally.
He's well known there.
Yeah, literally.
Especially over summer. He must make bank over summer.
Do you know what else gets rowdy in summer?
What?
The boat ramp, bro.
Oh my God, bad.
Everyone wants to kill each other.
Literally.
Why though?
At any part of the day. You got the night fishing, the people that are coming back from 6 a.m. fishing, and then people that want to go to the beach at 12 o'clock.
People are ready to fight.
Everyone wants to kill each other.
Yeah. It ain't that deep. God. People, it ain't that deep.
The Rye one's the worst.
It ain't that deep.
Rye's the worst.
I'm only saying that because my Zio, because he launches the skis out.
Yeah, when we take the jet skis out, Tuep.
Was he scrapping?
Tuep and Rye, the worst.
Yeah, it's bad.
The worst.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many memories up there.
Yeah.
There's heaps.
So many memories.
But you guys, you know,
it.
it's so good because now you can not recreate those memories, but something as well you can carry on. That's that's a tradition. You know, that became your tradition.
You know what everyone's cut about? You have to pay entry now to get into the carnival.
It's like a gold coin donation.
Gold coin donation, and it's all fenced off.
Everything
you can't
nowadays
just walk in from the back, walk in from...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, everything now is all about money.
All monetary.
Pay entry, it's all fenced.
Yeah. The effects of COVID.
That's right.
One thing I remember, right, like I don't know if you've noticed this, but as a kid, do you know there were a lot of colors in the world? Have you noticed how all the I know it's random. Now, bro. I know it's random, but
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, did you ever have I realized that because with Macca's, Hungry Jack's, KFC, or all the items and things you used to see, we spoke about this as well. Even the buildings.
It's all Macca's used to be like the hut thing.
They were all colorful,
kind of, yeah.
And now it's like the color's been stripped, out of the world. And it's like your childhood is slowly
They say that with cars as well.
Yeah. Cars. Have you noticed that?
Everyone's got a monochrome car.
Everyone's got a white car.
White,
or
grey, black. Yeah. There you go. He's got silver, I got grey, and you got white. There you go.
Literally.
Perfect
like,
example.
like the new houses that are like square boxes and it's just like grey.
Yeah, literally.
See, I love that. I love.
Yeah. And I guess the reason why I say that is that, if you had to choose living in this era, like being brought up in this era compared to what you were raised in, what would you choose? Like, just based, and the reason why, because obviously the last 10, 20 years, times have changed, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you had to choose, like, why? Because what was so good about, the time you were growing up as a kid compared to now, if you were to be, is it more tech now? Is that would that be more of an advantage, being a kid in this society with more tech, or like growing up not having tech, being able to go outside, ride your bike, interact with your mates, spending quality time with your family and just being present in the moment? If you had to compare the two.
If I had to compare the two, now shit.
Yeah.
Now sucks. Like I feel like there's so much more complexity to our lives.
Yeah.
Yep.
With these things, these phones, man. And you're just it's just, it plays, they play with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally, as soon as we saw the rise of Facebook and all that, mental health
2008, 2007.
all that stuff. Mental health went up, online bullying went up, all that stuff went up.
Yeah.
Everything goes up. You're looking at what a glamorous story it's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all fake.
You're comparing your life with somebody else.
And what are they doing? What are they up to? You're playing with
you're
yourself,
fixated.
man. I would happily get rid of that.
Yeah.
At least you can't get a job without it, though.
That's exactly
You can't do business without it.
Everything's on that now.
Literally.
But that's why, like, I'm so grateful. Like, I grew up in the early 2000s because even though I'm 98, right? I never got to experience the 90. I was the 90s kid that never got to experience the 90. I'm more 2000, right? So it was still the good years of tech was starting to become more prevalent, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could still just go out and play. You could just not even have to worry about, you know, social media, online bullying. You know, you watch Saturday Disney. You know what I mean? Like, you come home. I know you weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons, but I used to come home after school, turn on the TV, channel 10.
Simple.
It was like the only technology. You just watch TV. You watch the news with your parents. You watch whatever was on after the news.
Damn,
a simple life.
Sometimes ABC if you're lucky.
Yeah, Play School.
You know,
Angela Anaconda.
what was it? How the shows that were on?
Bottle Top Bill.
Bottle Top Bill and his
That
best
was
friend
so-
Corky.
That went hard.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know, do you remember the show called Brum, the car?
Yes!
Bro, Brum was my
car.
jam. I was sitting in my undies on the couch eating my cereal. Bro, on a trip I went for Colgate in Waterloo.
Yeah.
At the IGA, there's a Brum toy.
What?
That you can sit in there. I got a photo as
Wow.
a Brum and I sent it to my mummy.
That's that's nostalgia, man. That is
Brum was
nostalgia.
the
Brum
best.
bad.
toy, bro.
I loved
in
Brum.
Warrnambool. I know.
Warrnambool.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
Yeah, Brum was
nostalgia
the best.
bad. That's crazy.
You know what I miss though from our childhood? The fucking Hungry Jacks on Milliara Road.
That is now Chemist Warehouse.
That is now Chemist Warehouse.
We used to go there after school.
She told me about it.
Man.
Apparently it's massive.
My nonno used to
Literally.
say,
See
remember the last
how
day of school?
iconic? Yeah. We'd go there after school. Last day, grade 6, we all went there covered
Yeah,
in
yeah.
fucking eggs and shit.
Yeah, that was good, man.
The gang was out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the place to be after school,
Yeah.
bro.
Literally.
The place to be.
And the playground was bloody huge. Outdoor area
Yeah,
was
I know.
big.
Birthday parties.
Or you could drink the soft drink machine.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember
I
that.
know.
And now it's TAB and Chemist
And
Warehouse.
Chemist Warehouse. There's like junkies out there.
Yeah.
We saw that the other night.
Kilos cooked, bro.
Oh,
There's
fuck.
junkies there.
East Kilos.
couple of
Great. Ma.
Madon. Gabagoo. I don't know, bro. What's going on?
Fuck.
But yeah, there's like
Yeah.
proper like it's cooked there.
scary now,
It's a
man.
TAB, I reckon.
Yeah, it's a TAB for
Because
sure.
they'll smash and they come out.
They're not going to the chemist,
Yeah,
that's for
all
sure.
You want to bet on a horse, baby?
Yeah, the horse. The other night, the man was talking about the dog. Did you bet on the dog, mate? We was hearing screaming about dogs.
He put his house on the dog. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He put his mortgage on it, mate.
Yeah, his whole
See
mortgage.
Christian Parisi.
He's going to have to come to you now, mate.
That's I will not be servicing that.
Oh no, they were good times, man.
Yeah.
Good times.
But yeah, back to what you were saying. I'm telling you, man, COVID.
It's
That
destroyed
fucked everyone.
So I was having this
Everyone.
conversation, like, so me and my missus,
Yeah.
which, yeah, me and my missus, I can't really,
Yeah,
off air, I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we'll leave it at me and my missus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have like a bit of an age gap.
Okay.
So we're 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, la,
difference.
la, love.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she's a cougar. Wow.
Ooh.
Cradle snatcher.
Love
But-
it.
So what I'm noticing like now a fair bit is like obviously that's in the scheme of like how we develop. It's a fairly big age gap. Like I would say I'm mature like for my
For
age.
your age is just
Yeah.
well, to certain things, age is just a number when you become an adult. Maturity has nothing to do with the age. You either got it or you don't.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I agree. But like what happened, well the way I view it is like I'm a November baby, right? So
Yeah.
like I turned 18 in November 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By March 2020, bro, we're in lockdown.
Yeah. You didn't even get to experience
Fuck.
anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I went into that and it's like, well, how did I act like a 50-year-old man? I literally
Yeah.
went to work, came home, studied, went to work, came home, studied. Like I had 13 kids, a minivan,
Yeah.
Finger bus.
and, a maxi cab, and like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
married for like 30 years.
yeah.
So like, and then we've come out of that, and like, yeah, like I've been out and stuff, but it's just not the same, bro.
Yeah.
And then like I've got like obviously a partner that's older,
Yeah.
who like had all that time where like it was like carefree.
Yeah.
Earlier 2000s, like
Yeah.
would have been like 18 when, 18 in like 2013.
Yeah.
Damn lucky. That's when
that was peaking, bro.
Times were good. Times were
In
good.
2013, the world was this is what I'm saying. So,
oh my god,
like,
yeah.
I've like come like and like you know you meet each other's friends, your world's mixed, and it's like, bro, like I'm like overwhelmed in a sense.
Yeah,
like I'm seeing all this stuff like I think is like crazy, but they're like just like having a good time. Obviously, all in moderation. Like I was saying before.
Yeah.
If you get my drift,
yeah, of course.
It's like really foreign to me.
Yeah,
because you
like, bro.
you got stripped of that. We got stripped of that because even like. I tell Chloe this all the time. I can't even remember the year 2021.
I can't either.
I can't.
How old were we? 20? 20 in 2021? Yeah.
We were 20.
Regardless of...
Yeah, I don't remember.
Regardless of the age, I can't remember. Like
I was working.
What happened? I go to work in the house.
It's bad.
It's so bad. Like, you didn't get to... Like, there was no memories you created to be like, oh, yeah, I did that in 2021.
Crazy.
Yeah, nah.
Do you reckon we've processed that mentally?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have.
Nah.
I don't reckon we have, bro. Bro, we're in May.
I think we're processing it now.
Trauma bonding. I told you, bro. Let's take back what we said, bro. You need a trauma bond.
We're literally trauma bonding. Yeah. Nah, seriously, though.
Yo.
Nah,
bro,
one day we'll wake up and be like, what the fuck was I doing when I was 19, 20?
Literally, but you
I'm gonna have a cardiac arrest.
But you know what? You know what's crazy?
Oh, sorry.
I'm thinking that now. I'm gonna be 27 this year.
Damn, fossil.
Yeah, bad. Right?
Look at this.
Bad.
Look at this, bro. I'm getting wrinkles.
Oh, mate, I've got grey hairs. I've had it
Look,
forever
you see
though.
his little patch there.
I don't blame you, bro.
Oh, shit.
But
yeah.
I'm just like, damn, I'm 3 years away from 30. Where the fuck did my 20s go?
Bro,
It's some scary shit.
gone,
yeah. Oh, mate, it's what I'm just. That's why I bring it up. It's like, think about it. Like,
All done, mate.
but my missus is 30 next Saturday.
Oh, was
wow.
it? Oh, my God.
So
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big milestone,
She-
I know.
birthday.
She's lucky because
Yeah.
and then and then there's like it's like cooked, bro. I'm like, am I like it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I was even talking about it with Aggie, my mum,
yeah,
and she's like the actual extent. I don't think we've realized the extent
Yeah.
of like what like a problem that actually was.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like, bro, we didn't even go to like I
do
didn't even go to
anything.
uni, bro.
Yeah.
I got
Literally,
my course virtually.
what did I do?
I was virtually
I
as
did
well.
1 month, or not even 3 weeks.
It was like the first
Yeah.
3 weeks,
3
and then March
weeks?
came.
And then that was it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. 3 weeks.
So yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild.
You know what this reminds me of? Like, it tells me though, like, because we're talking about obviously childhood and now the time and stuff. When you're a kid, you don't actually realize how like what time is because you're just enjoying yourself. You're just enjoying being a kid. No responsibilities. But now that we're adults, I see it. Like I notice time more because it's like, fuck, I'm trading my time for money. You know what I mean? And now,
disease.
yeah, literally. And now it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I got to get this done. I got to get that done. But then it seems like there's never enough time now.
There isn't. In
It's
a
going
day.
so
Time
quick.
just goes, man. We're like nearly
Even-
5 months into the year.
Literally.
Literally.
Bro,
How
2025.
crazy is that?
Fuck.
2025,
How
man.
crazy is that?
2025.
It's
I know.
going quickly.
I know.
It's fucked.
That's what I mean. And now I don't care. The concept of time has changed after COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Like time is like what? How what is time?
It's-
What is time? Like where did the 24 hours go?
Who made it up?
That's what I mean.
But you know what the thing is? That's one of the most valuable things we have, apart from the breath in our lungs. Take away money, because why do we trade time for money? That's how valuable it is, right?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Apart from, your life, time is the most valuable thing that you can't take back.
Crazy.
Once it starts ticking, that's it. Like,
well, at least you and Christian's missus got to experience being 18, going out, clubbing, enjoying life.
Literally.
I think
Yeah.
I went clubbing a total of 2 times, or out.
The only times I actually went
Well-
clubbing was with a fakie.
Oh, there you
Before I was
go.
18.
See, I didn't have one of those, so I had nothing up
I went
until
to-
I was 18.
I went to one
Yeah.
festival, which was Festival X, which I love. Calvin Harris was there.
Festival X, I remember that, yes.
I saw him before COVID, which
Yeah.
was awesome. And
Yeah.
like Camel Fat and like other heaps of other good DJs.
yeah.
I went to New York with Carl, my
Yes,
best
yep.
mate. Yeah.
Shout
Country
out
Jungle.
Shout out to Carl. He's
Country
all of our
Jungle,
mate,
shout
really,
out. Yeah.
Obviously. That was before COVID. Thank God.
The lucky you got to experience
with
all
school.
that.
So
What was that trip for?
That
if you don't mind me asking,
that was a school trip because we did economics and we did like Wall Street. And
Economics.
Yeah,
nice.
Wall Street, you know all that.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh my God!
You touch the bull's balls.
Here I'm thinking you went on exchange or some shit. It was for economics.
That would have been sick, but like you still pay to go, but you would never get to New York cheaper than that. Cause it's school, right?
It's school,
yeah.
That was so okay. So on that trip, right? Obviously, a teacher's your team lead or whatever. Yeah. Every other group, like there was groups like CRC, which shout out to CRC, is right here.
Yeah.
CRC, the senior campus, had like the best VCAL and Vic, I'm pretty sure, and they had like a bakery. You could do your baker apprenticeship there, all that.
Top tier.
So like people went there for like arts in New York. They went for the baking. They went for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Stacked.
Like proper. So cool.
Yeah.
And like they even had like patisserie classes in New York City. Yeah, like properly.
That sounds so fun.
It is always fun. It was for 2 weeks in April 2019. All those groups had actual teachers.
Yeah.
Our group was small with about 6 or 8 of us. Our team leaders or our teachers were the finance manager of the CRC Federation. So like in the office.
Yeah.
So not a teacher, the finance manager.
Yeah.
So like money obviously in and out of the school, all that stuff.
Accounts receivables and shit.
Let's say it's the accountant of the finances of the schools.
It was an opportunity to go to New York, bro. Saw it and took it.
Right?
Yeah, literally.
So he was us and his wife, who's not a teacher, was with him.
Oh.
So come on, bruv.
So he let us do whatever we wanted, bro. We're the only group. Me and Carl in New York City one night in Times Square.
Yeah.
Went to this bar. Was 17, like baby face.
Yeah.
Long neck Peroni.
Oh my God.
For dinner, like we're in New York. We're 17, bro, on a school trip. Having
They
beer.
didn't check IDs there, nothing.
No. So can I have a beer? Can I have a wine?
It's New York.
Yeah.
It's New York.
Have a beer, have a wine, we'll like literally do what I want. Everyone else shopping at this time.
Yeah.
Bro, we were like walking the street.
Like full scheduled.
Which I get it.
Babe,
Yeah,
it's New York because you know there's Home Alone 3.
Yeah,
you got into Trump's hotel with...
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, bro. You never know what's up.
I know you can do anything there.
Yeah, so, but it was sick. But we copped the lucky end of the stick.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You actually got to enjoy it.
There was also like mad teacher. Like as well, like, and he was actually like in the room next to us. I think his name was Joe. He did not care. We were being stupid all night, man, in that room, and he did not care. Like, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, other than
Oh,
that.
I love it.
But you know what, though? Put yourself in a teacher's shoes, right? Like, for some of them, it's probably the first time they've ever been to New York. So
it's scary when they're your responsibility.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, well, shit, I'm here. I may as well have a good time because I may not get this opportunity again. You know, fuck them kids.
The
school
school must have had
Yeah.
fucking good travel insurance.
Literally.
For you all.
I know one night the teachers went out.
Yeah.
I know one night we were in our room to go. So, and I know as well, a kid had an anaphylactic reaction and needed the EpiPen.
And they weren't there?
They were there.
Oh, lucky.
My team leader gave it to him. Gave it to her. She had like something at a restaurant.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there was plenty to happen.
And that's expensive in America, you know that?
The EpiPen.
Oh, it's cooked.
It's like, what, $300?
Yeah, cooked.
It's crazy. Just for an EpiPen.
Yeah, 300 literally.
Yeah. It's an expensive. It's expensive.
All their healthcare is expensive.
Yeah,
over
it's
there.
cool.
But like we were saying, man, the world's more grey.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah. That's true. But
Very
we roll with
monochrome.
it. We roll with it, I guess, you know.
Yep.
They're rolling with the punches.
Literally, like a boxer.
How many punches can we take, man?
Who knows? Bro,
True.
this microphone's staring at me.
Yeah, I know.
Before it was COVID, now it's inflation. I wonder what's next.
Oh, who knows?
I'm trying to think, what
never
should
know.
we touch on
You never
now?
know.
What should we touch on
What
now?
should we touch on now? Okay, I have a good question for you.
Let's go.
Okay, so next segment, we're going to do like success, leveling up.
Yes.
We're going to go off.
We spoke briefly about it, but
like bouncing off the am I the asshole? But what did success mean to you, like younger, compared to what it means to you now?
Now, yeah. That's a good question. Damn.
Yeah, I thought of it today at work. I sent it to Christian. I said, "What do you think?
What does success
mean to you?
What does it look like? Even?
Like, what did it mean to you back then compared to what it means to you now?"
I think like when you're young, success just means like doing well in school, like all that.
Yeah.
Getting good grades.
All that, get good grades, get that kiddie start, like all that, you know.
Yeah.
Being on good behaviour, doing the right thing, being well behaved, all that. Like that's what it meant to me. Nothing too deep.
Yeah.
Which obviously you're not going to have some deep stuff when you're like 12 years old.
Nah.
But it was an interesting question. Like, as I've grown up, I've like gone through a phase where it's like own business, Porsche 911, houses, cars, all that.
Yeah.
Very monetary.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not like that now.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, I obviously want that. Like,
Who doesn't?
Do I believe money can buy happiness? Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want that? You know what I mean?
So many people say
I said on the last episode, I'd rather cry in a Bugatti than Camry. You know
of course, man. That's what I'm saying. You'd rather cry in a Bugatti than a Toyota Corolla, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money can buy happiness, like all that. So I've been on that train like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
My mindset's obviously changed recently because I'm like a little whip boy now with like a message. I didn't see that one coming. That was like slide tackle, red card, forward suspension, bro. I got slipped on my feet.
Oh, I love that, bro.
It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing.
I didn't expect that to come, but now it's like you kind of want to do it with like your other half.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah, like to me, obviously, I want to live a fruitful, comfortable life, and I still want my Porsche 911, and I still want my but like I also, it's like 100%. I can see a life with this person, and like having kids and bringing them up, and like being happy together, like so that. So I would say the word wealth is probably the best way to describe it. Very mediocre and cliche.
Yeah.
But it can be wealthy in so many aspects, not just money.
Yeah.
It's like you have a wealth of people around you, a wealth of values. Like I've always thought that. Like I don't know if that's kind of what you mean too. Yeah, but you can be wealthy and rich in so many ways other than money.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be materialistic.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Or surface level. I think once you understand that, or just in general, when people understand that, materialistic things is only temporarily, you're just borrowing it because once you're gone, somebody else is going to use it. The real wealth is in, your family, providing and making sure, your kids are happy. You're seeing them, being brought up, there's always food on the table. Just simplicity. Sometimes you can have so much wealth in the simple things.
Yeah.
But the world we live in, the times we're in, it's so easy to lose sight of that because there's so much going on. It's like, oh fuck, I don't have this. Maybe I'm not where I'm supposed to be at. It's like, well then, hang on a minute, just pause a little bit. Pump your brakes. You're actually doing pretty good in life. You got a roof over your head. Yeah. You've got a car. Like you can keep your lights on.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, you just go in the pantry. You go in the fridge. You're actually the lucky percent of human population that can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're safe.
We're
fairly safe. Like, in the scheme of things, we're safe where we are. But it's an interesting question. It is an interesting question.
Yeah.
But I reckon we feel like we're all on the same page.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you were at like St. Peter's, good old St. Peter's, it was just like, you have to pass like your maths test.
Yeah.
You have to like
nap plan.
You
do good on your
yeah.
on this band.
I never even understood what that was for, the nap plan. It was so
it wasn't to like
pointless.
test the teachers how they were teaching you.
In grade, the school, I think. The academics of the school.
No. We all know it was for parents to say, nah, my kid's smarter than yours. Literally. Yeah. That's literally what it is.
Yeah. I never like
bragging rights.
I never put in effort at high school, but primary school I always did. I was like, oh my God, it's the nap plan.
I have not used a single thing from high school.
Yeah, no, me neither.
General maths I did.
Yeah, I failed general maths.
I can confidently tell you if you're in a lender in a bank, you're using addition, subtraction, division.
Yeah.
That's it. Multiplication.
What are you going to calculate? Shortfalls of stuff.
Christian was always very smart at school.
Yeah.
Always.
It's good.
You were always good at maths. I just remember that. You were good at maths.
I was horrible in high school. I hated it.
But that's your opinion though, right? This like
you're always
getting an outside perspective. You know what I mean?
True.
I was always in the special maths group. I was in seriously, I was always in a group by myself because I couldn't pronounce numbers.
pronounce numbers.
Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. You know the columns.
100,000th and 21.
All that. I couldn't.
Mate, I wasn't even allowed in the special maths group. That's how bad I was.
He wasn't even allowed to do maths.
Literally, I was disqualified.
Yeah. But when we were kids, it was different. That's all you had to worry about, making sure you passed so your parents didn't kill you.
And you used to stress so much, bro, about school and friendships and this. Bro, look at that.
Oh my God.
Look at
they
it
won't
now.
let me play cops and robbers at lunchtime.
Cops and robbers.
That was our biggest problem. Down ball.
Tiggy.
Who was going to be king on the down ball court?
Who was going to make the footy team?
Yeah.
It was just all little shitty things.
And
now it's actual problems.
And now you think about it as like half of those people, you know, you went to school with, you're fortunate enough, you still see some of them.
Yeah.
But,
only a couple.
Yeah. But if majority of them, you don't even know what they're up to. Like,
no.
Everyone just, you know, life goes on. People do their own
doesn't
shit.
stop ticking.
No.
100%.
For any of us.
No.
You get left behind, man.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
If you get stuck, you get left behind.
Get with the program or get left behind. Unfortunately, that's the reality of life.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
It is.
Shit.
It is a reality. Harsh.
It is, but that's life, man.
But it's
I guess.
But I guess our, you know, what we think success is or what it looks like, that may change again, right?
Yeah.
I reckon it will.
It's always continuously changing.
Yeah.
I reckon it will.
Yeah.
I reckon it will, but let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, only time will tell.
That's it. Well, I got one last question. We're going to end on this note.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What is it?
So, what does peace look like for you?
Usa.
What does
Namaste.
peace look
What does
like?
peace look like for you? Just like mental, physical, just overall
Emotionally,
peace.
Are we talking about like mental health as well?
Everything. Yeah. Everything.
Well, speaking of what does peace look like for you, once maybe we can reframe that, like, what do you do, you know, for your, like, to just kick back, you know, like Christian's time, you know, when you don't have
like,
to worry about work.
What makes you so content and peaceful and just like, yes.
It can be leisure. It can be sports. Like
for me, I say cleaning.
Cleaning?
Yeah.
Gives me peace.
It's
Cleaning.
therapeutic.
Or baking.
Baking, cleaning.
Or just literally lying down, listening to music. That's probably my 3.
I think for me, a big thing I like started doing was like obviously typical boy thing, like driving around.
Yeah.
Like during COVID, like just to go in the 5K radius, you keep driving around in circles.
Yeah, in circles.
Testing the waters a bit.
literally do that. Like, and obviously boys being boys, like, you know, you're driving around like a bit of an idiot, but you know, so like that, this is giving me mental problems, but Carlton, I love my footy.
Yeah.
So like last night or this morning, like before I start work, I'll be lying in bed watching like a recap of the weekend, people's pages and streaming and all that stuff, and like that's
I can relate, mate. I don't support Carlton, but my Premier League team, United.
There you go.
Yeah, they give me heart attacks, but
like you're
story
invested.
for another day. Yeah.
You're invested. Like, you know, sometimes people don't understand that.
Yeah.
How invested you are. Like, how come you're so fanatical? Like, mate, it's like a religion, man. Like,
it is.
You look forward to it every week, like that you go to the footy, and you can, like, it's massive for some people.
And
do you go every time Carlton plays?
I'm a member. Yeah,
you're a member.
Okay.
Yeah,
go like pretty much every week. So yeah, it's like you're like it's what you look forward to, and like when you go bad, man, like it's actually not for me. I'm not that bad. But
there's
like,
some people
it affects people's mental. Like it affects them. Like proper.
Fuck.
But for some people, that's all they've got.
I was about. That's what I was getting at.
It's like their comfort.
That's their purpose.
Yeah.
It's to be a supporter of that club. That's their purpose.
Yeah.
It's their religion, you know. That's what I was telling you. Like, if I lived in England, like I live in Manchester, and I get a membership, and every game I would go because that's my, you know.
That's your jam.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's your getaway.
So supporting Carlton, going for, you know, a nice drive. Is there like any other like leisure activities or just like people or things you do like that just, you know, eases your mental health, you know, that's beneficial for you? Because especially in your line of work, taking on all that shit you hear from people, good, the bad, not shit, but like, you know, intense stuff.
Yeah, you got to deal, and there's obviously difficult like conversations.
Yeah,
you need you need a way to unload all of that kind of stuff, you know. Is that something like? Do you have like a routine or like a certain thing you like to do to cope with that? Or
look, I think, and I'm not consistent on this.
Yeah,
which I should be more consistent, but it's obviously hard with work. It's super hard too, but no excuses.
Yeah.
Giving excuses. I honestly think like physical exercise is like the key to like keep yourself sane, man.
Yeah.
Like, and it's hard, like our lives take over and all that, but 100% I like to be more consistent on that. Like I'm also, like I like sometimes, like I used to go down to like the beach house a lot, like on my own.
Yeah.
Just to like chill out, like I'll just work from there.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really nice and quiet. And,
I was
like,
gonna
it's
say it would be
leafy
quiet.
and
Yeah.
breezy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
like,
nice.
like you're out of Melbourne, like changing of scenery.
Yeah.
Because Melbourne's busy. It's busy.
It's fast paced, man.
Yeah.
It's fast paced, like, and you're in the thick of it.
Yeah.
It's like I just need to get out of here and like just chill out.
It's so good to have such an avenue, like an escape like that.
Yeah.
Because for some people, that's not an option. Like, especially like we're in like getting into winter is like peaking now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Long dark, dark mornings, dark nights on the way home.
Yeah.
I think as well, like from like even as a guy, we like, probably struggle to like voice what we're feeling in general too.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
100%.
do need an escape.
Yeah.
But like actually, so like I was on the arc of like never like from experience, never share your emotions with like
Yeah.
a female, especially. That sounds really bad. Sorry, podcast, but
No,
Nah.
you speak,
to
man.
never
Speak
share
your
it
mind.
again, man.
Yeah.
Like to never open up again because
Yeah.
it's just like it might bite you on the ass.
A fear of fear of it being used against you,
Especially as a
Yeah.
male.
Yeah, people
Like,
have said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
sure.
like proper staunch.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Proper like I'm a macho man. Like I'm
Yeah.
happy to like front up with an ego and be cool. And that's how I started like this relationship too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a talking stage at the start, I was like obviously being a smart ass, being
Yeah.
funny, but like being
Yeah.
fully chill.
But
Yeah.
that's it.
But like shout out to like my girl. Like
Yeah.
I've fully like boys, if you find a good girl, even if stuff was to go pear shaped that
Yeah.
was in your life at that time,
It's a good thing.
and that person made that safe space for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like if you're overthinking shit that's so dumb, even like about them or whatever,
Yeah.
because you've had past experiences and
Yeah.
they let you just vomit it out, bro, it's a keeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
So shout out to my girl. 'Cause,
We
like,
we love to hear
Shout
that.
out. Haven't met you yet, but
shout
shout
out
out.
to
Yeah,
the
we can't wait to meet you.
Latina.
Shout out to the
Yes.
Latina gal.
Our boy over here, you know, what's his
I'm so happy to
AJ.
see. Yeah, shout out to AJ.
AJ, our boy
AJ
AJ,
and his missus. No, I'm so happy to see you happy, man.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah.
I know the shit, not all of it. I know the shit you went through.
Yeah,
And it's not
like,
nice. Like, it's so good to see you like
It's
this.
rough. Like it was obviously rough, but like I said, man,
Yes.
no pain, no gain.
bro. You
Uh-huh.
gotta be,
No rain, no flowers.
yeah. When it rains, it pours.
Oh yeah, literally.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
And
That's- Shout out to 50 Cent for that. I just been taking people's shit and you think
Yeah.
but yeah,
No,
no.
it's really good to see you like this. Like,
So-
honestly,
Yeah,
It's really good to see.
Like no one should be afraid to like ask for help.
no.
No.
No,
Nah.
you can't. Like sometimes you just need to. It's good to get a non-biased opinion, man. Like
Yeah.
there's no like
Yeah.
someone that's not part of your life. Like straight out,
Outside
like
perspective.
If it's like a
Yeah.
life coach, a psychologist, whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
Like, and don't get me wrong. Like I always have my hesitations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, like I'm still pretty like nah. Don't believe in that. Like, just
Yeah.
go to the gym and like harden up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I reckon. Yeah, it's really nice if you can open up with someone and be really raw together.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's so much.
Definitely.
There's so much ways this world can beat you down as well, and so many more challenges you have to face.
Yeah.
So just having an escape and having an avenue to voice how you're really feeling, and not having to hold all that weight inside, because it'll eat you alive.
Oh yeah,
It will, you know.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
Chloe and I we've said it so many times on this podcast. Like, it's so important to prioritize your mental health,
oh yeah,
because if you're not good here mentally, you're just a physical vessel. That's all you are.
yeah.
Because your mind will always be somewhere else.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's important to let it out. Like, and like, obviously being a female, it's like I've been around men in my life where they don't open up, and then it just fucking explodes, and then
Spirals.
you spiral, and then it's
Comes out
like
anger.
Yeah.
anger, you know, sadness, depression. Like, it's a very real thing, and it's not spoken
yeah.
about enough, because it's like men have to be strong, but it's only the women that can be, you know, vulnerable and
yeah.
cry and stuff. Fucking cry, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, let it out.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
Even if you don't cry, I'll sit there. I'm not going to be like, cry.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
sometimes I look at him, I'm like, just cry one tear, because he never cries.
It's hard, bro.
It's hard. But it's
hard.
like, you just need to let it out.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck you say, just let it come out. Doesn't matter how dumb you think it sounds. Just say it, because at the end of the day, you're not being a burden on anyone else other than yourself. You just got to let it out, because if your partner or your mum, your dad truly loves you, they will sit there and they'll listen and try and help you through it.
And empathize as well and support you.
And even if you can't speak to someone that's not your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, like, seek that type of help. Even if it's just one fucking session.
Yeah.
This is what is going on. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And just pay them and fucking leave.
but you-
Just literally.
But I find it, I feel like...
Why are we speaking like the Sopranos?
Yeah, no, but...
Tony went to go and see Mr.
Tony with Dr. Melfi! And he tried to fuck her too!
Literally.
Don't fuck your psychologist.
No.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, fuck. Did you hear this?
it made him-
Our lives are just the Sopranos.
It
at
made
this
him a
point.
better... Did you realize that it made him a better criminal?
What do you mean?
Him seeing his psychologist, it made him a better criminal.
How?
He became more strategic in his thoughts because he was
True.
getting counseling as well.
Yeah.
And that's why she stopped working with him, because it's like, oh shit, what I'm telling him, he's using it into his personal life, but also into his crime life as well.
Waste management.
Barone sanitation or whatever it was.
Waste management.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why, like, I feel like gossiping is a form of meditation as well, or counseling. Like, when girls gossip with themselves and stuff like that, that's a way of them even like dealing with their mental health, because you know, even though it can be bad sometimes, but it's like, you know, you can actually let out how you're actually feeling about something or someone, as bad as it sounds. In a sense, when if it depends on how you look at it, that can also be a form of, you know, dealing with your mental health. Anything that has to do with talking to people, socializing, and really expressing how you truly feel, regardless if you're joking about it or you're not.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of truths comes out in conversations and jokes. It's good for your mental. You got to try and get it off your head and off your mind. Or you're just going to affect the people that you really care about and the people that matter around you.
Yeah.
You just got to talk.
Like,
obviously it'll take time, but if you can talk and let it all out, fucking do it, man.
Yeah. Like,
It could save someone's life, honestly.
Yeah.
It could save
the
someone's
worst
life.
thing is, like, is when your brain, like, just races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just ticking. It's like, mate, like, just, and it's good if you can talk about it.
Yeah.
Get it sorted, man. Talk about it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared at all.
If Tony Soprano could see a psychologist, I'm sure you fucking
Who
can.
do you think you are if you can't? Yeah. Exactly.
Tony, mate, Mafio's all.
Yeah.
And he went to Dr. Malfi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
God.
Definitely.
Yeah, peace. Peace be with you.
And with your spirit. And with your spirit.
Peace be with you.
But,
Oh, God.
But yeah, on that note, we're going to end it there. But we just want to say a massive thank you for taking the time out again.
Thank you so much, KP.
Yeah, you've been a joy of. Is it a joy of light? Or is it
Bundle of joy.
a bundle of joy? Yes.
Bundle of joy.
Joy of light. What is that one?
I'm going to start meditating now.
Refreshing.
I'm rising.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
You've
Yes.
been refreshing to the potty.
Refreshing.
Very refreshing.
Thank you
and
so much for coming on.
Thanks for inviting me on.
Of course.
I'm sure we said this to our previous guest as well, but I'm sure it won't be the last time. This is home. Feel free anytime.
Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah.
Business shout outs? Any shout outs? Just to end
I
the
reckon
episode.
I reckon I've done my shout outs.
Yeah.
Shout out to my family.
My mama.
Oh, I've done two at once. I've done two at once. But anyway,
It's all part of it. It's all
shout out
part
to
of it.
La Familia.
Yes.
Shout
Hello.
out to my Latina. Miss,
Hello.
I love
Yes.
you. Shout out to Big Carl Silo,
I don't-
our other friend. Cool.
To the Latina, I don't know what you've done to my boy, but I like it.
I know.
Keep
We
it
love
up.
it.
We
It is.
love it.
There you go.
We
There
love
you
it.
go.
We
So,
love it. Yeah.
but yeah, no. Yeah, that's enough. That's it from me.
That's it.
We're
Yeah.
signing off.
Thank
Mwah.
you guys. Have a good night.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.